This scalping strategy only needs 2 indicators, and it's been my secret to making nearly $500 daily. The best part, it works on all time frames, all markets, and most importantly, it works. So let's dive straight into it. First things first, open up TradingView or whatever charting platform you use and switch to the 1-minute chart. It works on every time frame, though the 1 minute is perfect for fast day trading moves. Now let's add the 2 indicators we'll be using for this strategy. Head over to the Indicators tab on TradingView, search for 3-line strike, and click on the one made by this guy. And now we'll add our second indicator. Just type moving average exponential in the indicator search and add it to your chart. For now, ignore all the buy and sell zones. Go over to the EMA settings and change the length to 200. All right, now that everything's ready, let's take a look at how the buy setup works. So for a buy setup, make sure the 200 EMA isn't hovering inside the price range. Instead, it should be positioned below the price to confirm an uptrend. Now we patiently wait for price to tap the 200 EMA and give us that buy signal. Once that happens, we don't jump in right away. The next step is waiting for price to break above the 200 EMA to confirm bullish momentum. After that, we hold off until a clean pullback forms. On that pullback, if we see a strong bullish candle closing above the 200 EMA, that's the perfect time to enter the trade. Before we move on to take profit and stop loss, quick note. We're offering an exclusive 50% discount on our premium signals with promo code TRADEPEAK. And in July, our signals hit an 80% win rate across stocks and crypto. If you want consistent setups, don't miss this. First link in the description. So for take profit and stop loss, we'll set our stop loss at the most recent low and aim for 1.5R as our target. As you can see, this trade played out perfectly, hitting our take profit exactly as planned. All we need for this setup is 3 things: a tap into the 200 EMA, a move out of it, and then a pullback with a confirmation candle for entry. Now let's flip it and take a look at a sell setup. Here, the 200 EMA should be above the price, and we wait for price to tap the EMA and give us that sell signal. Once that happens, we don't enter right away. Price needs to break below the 200 EMA to confirm bearish momentum. After that, we wait for a clean pullback. On that pullback, if we see a strong bearish candle closing below the 200 EMA, that's the perfect time to enter the short trade. Place your stop loss above the most recent high and set your take profit at 1.5R. As you can see, we smashed our take profit. All right, now let's look at some real trade examples so you can see this strategy in action. So here, the EMA is sitting below the price, which tells us this is a buy setup. And as we move forward, you can see price taps right into our 200 EMA zone. But this time, instead of giving us a strong bullish candle closure above the EMA, price actually pushes lower. This shifts the setup into a sell scenario because now the 200 EMA has flipped above the price. And without that bullish confirmation, we know it's not a buy anymore. Our next step is simple. We wait for price to come back and tap into the 200 EMA again. That's where we'll look for a sell entry. Now that price has tapped into the 200 EMA and given us that sell signal, we look for a bearish candle closure below the EMA. Once that happens, we wait for a retest, and here, price comes back and gives us that retest with a strong bearish candle closure, confirming our entry. We set our stop loss just above the most recent high and aim for a 1.5R trade. And just like that, price plays out perfectly, and we smash our take profit. Let's look at one more example before we dive into some key concepts behind this strategy. Here we've got what looks like a buy setup since price is above the 200 EMA and has tapped right into it. But instead of giving us a clean bullish candle close, price flips and forms a bearish candle. That immediately invalidates the setup, and even if price pushes back up later with a bullish breakout, we don't take it. Now we wait for price to touch the 200 EMA again. This time, price taps into it and gives us a buy signal. We then get the strong bullish close above the 200 EMA that we were looking for, followed by a clean retest and a bullish candle forming right after. We place our stop loss at the most recent low, target take profit at 1.5RR, and just like that, price smashes into our take profit. A key concept to remember is that you'll see a lot of buy signals with this strategy, especially if you're trading on the 1-minute time frame. That's why it's absolutely crucial your broker or exchange has low fees, because if not, the fees will slowly eat into your profits and ruin the edge you've built. So that's the full breakdown of this strategy. All I ask in return is that you take 2 seconds to hit subscribe and like the video. You can also join our free Discord for education, trading discussions, and premium signal details. Links in the description.